This is WIS News 10.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Emily Scarlett. Hundreds of people across the country made their way to Orangeburg County this weekend for a concert and festival at Yonder Field, only to find out that it was canceled last minute because of financial losses. Now they find themselves making other plans and searching for refunds. Caroline Patricus is live at Yonder Field in Bowman, where the owners say they still have big hopes for the future of the venue. Caroline?
Well, that's right, Emily. One woman that we spoke with today says that she spent $120 for a VIP ticket for a concert that would have been played on this field behind me. She drove here 10 hours from Indianapolis and has been camping here for days, anticipating the big concert that was expected to be tonight. But now she's back on the interstate, heading home after it was canceled. Meanwhile, the owner says they pulled the plug, but hope that it's only temporary. It was set to be the final concert of the year at the Yonder Field, a venue you can't miss in Bowman, just off of Interstate 26. But just as fans made their way towards Orangeburg County for the concert,
I decided to go to Santee State Park.
Plans quickly changed as concertgoers arrived 2 days before the Agrisonic Festival.
It's kind of unfortunate that it was that last minute.
People like Chapin Schnick said they found out on social media.
Dispatch retweeted that it had been canceled because they didn't actually even send out an email explanation or information until this morning. So I was really glad that I'd learned the information before I went there.
The goal behind Yonder Field was to attract big names and become a venue that concertgoers flock to. And over the last 2 weekends, they did just that. But according to the general manager of the property, not quite as many as they hoped. The president and general manager, Stacy White, releasing this statement in part, quote, "Unfortunately, the festival we had last weekend took substantial losses due to low attendance and says it impacted their ability to host Agrisonic Festival on Saturday, forcing them to cancel." And it goes on to say that they won't give up, and now their focus is on festivals for 2018. And they apologized to fans and supporters, but they pressed on the fact that they will move Yonder Field forward. For now, live here in Orangeburg County, Caroline Patricus, WIS News 10.
Thanks, Caroline. New at 6, 3 men are behind bars this evening after a high-speed chase in Kershaw County this week. Deputies say 44-year-old Jermaine Ford, 36-year-old Quan Miller, and 30-year-old Chadwick Miller were behind 2 burglaries at Camden Dollar General's Wednesday morning. The 3 men, who deputies say are all from Georgetown County, are awaiting a bond hearing and are each facing multiple charges, including burglary and criminal conspiracy. It's another gorgeous evening in the Midlands as we take a live look at the South Carolina State Fair, but we're tracking some big changes to our forecast that will have you reaching for a jacket and an umbrella. Meteorologist Tim Miller has more in the First Alert Weather Center.
That's right, Emily. We are tracking the potential for some rain. I'll tell you, we can use it. The weather's been fabulous, but it's been also very dry. A slight chance of a shower for tomorrow, but notice the rain chances go exponentially up for Monday and Tuesday, as indeed we'll have some unsettled weather that'll be headed our way. In the meantime, though, it's absolutely beautiful as we overlook the fair. It's 78 degrees, our current reading, at variable winds, mostly from the west at about 7 miles per hour, and it is very dry. Look at that humidity at 46%. Headed to the fair this evening. My, oh my, it's absolutely gorgeous. We'll start off in the 70s as we are now. We'll fall into the 60s with clear and rather pleasant conditions. Satellite shows some cloud cover that's come on in, so we've had a little bit more moisture. You can probably start to feel that in the air. It's a little bit more humid today than it was yesterday. Tomorrow morning, if you have plans, headed off to church and Sunday school, will be in the 50s, so certainly warmer than we have been the last few mornings for sure. And then notice the temperatures in the 60s with a few more clouds. Big changes in our forecast that's going to usher in that rain. We'll talk about that in detail coming up here in just a bit. Emily?
I don't know if I'm ready, Tim. Thanks for that. Developing stories this evening. Richland County deputies are investigating a shooting at a home in northeast Colombia Friday night. Authorities say someone fired multiple shots at a home in the 200 block of Bucaras Drive just after 8 p.m. while people were inside. Thankfully, no one was injured. Investigators are still working to identify possible suspects. You're asked to call Crime Stoppers at 1-888-CRIME-SC if you have any information. An update this evening to a story that reeks out of the Low Country. Authorities say they've confirmed a brown liquid sprayed at a West Ashley Harris Teeter was in fact fecal matter. Piao Heng has been arrested in connection to the incident. He's now facing charges of malicious tampering with a human drug product or food item, as well as trespassing after notice and malicious injury to property. Heng, who is described as a disgruntled former contractor for the store, had been ordered to stay out 2 years ago. If your plans take you through downtown Colombia tomorrow, a traffic alert this evening. The Gervais Street Bridge will be shut down starting at 10 a.m. for the annual Gervais Street Bridge dinner. This is video of last year's event. The dinner is scheduled to run from 4 until 8:30 p.m. and the bridge will reopen after organizers finish cleaning up after dinner. The dinner is a way to draw attention to the Congaree River and its importance to our area's ecosystem. Tickets for the event are sold out. In this evening's White House Watch, we may soon have new information about the 1963 assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Kim Hutcherson reports.
President Donald Trump tweeted Saturday that he's planning to authorize the release of classified government documents that could reveal new details on the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Included in the release will be documents from the FBI and the CIA. A 1992 law known as the John F. Kennedy Assassination Records Collection Act requires more than 3,000 previously classified documents be made public by the law's 25th anniversary, which is Thursday, October 26th. The only person who can prevent the release of these documents is President Trump, who still has the power to withhold any or all documents he believes could pose harm to U.S. intelligence, law enforcement, the military, or U.S. foreign relations. Some historians who've studied the assassination do not believe these documents will lead to any bombshell discovery in the Kennedy assassination. One historian applauds Trump's decision.
I applaud the fact that President Trump's releasing these documents. You know, historians have wanted this release done for a while. It's CIA, FBI files. What happened with the assassination of John F. Kennedy is still, parts of it are a mystery.
One of those mysteries includes Lee Harvey Oswald's trip to Mexico City weeks before President Kennedy's assassination. I'm Kim Hutcherson reporting.
Meanwhile, a U.S. soldier who was killed in an ISIS ambush in Niger was laid to rest today. Sergeant LaDavid Johnson was killed along with 3 other U.S. service members earlier this month. The incident is still under investigation, including how Johnson got separated from his team. Johnson's death became a controversy after President Trump's condolence call to his family this week. According to Florida Congresswoman Frederica Wilson, Trump told them that Johnson knew what he signed up for, which Wilson said was disrespectful. Trump's chief of staff, John Kelly, later indicated that he advised Trump to use those words. And today, President Trump sent more shots towards Congresswoman Wilson on Twitter, calling her, quote, wacky and claiming she's, quote, killing the Democratic Party. The Congresswoman fired back at previous Trump tweets in an interview Friday, saying the White House is, quote, full of white supremacists. The smell of chili was strong in the air over Colombia's 5 Points today as dozens put their recipes to the test for the title of Best Chili in the capital city. More on today's 30th annual Chili Cook-Off in 5 Points. And it was the perfect day for some outdoor cooking, but the warm and sunny weather is coming to an end soon when you'll need that umbrella ahead in the First Alert forecast.